Hello. I was a federal worker who had 1 month left of her probationary period, and today I was told that I will be terminated at some point this week. I'm utterly devastated. I'm confused because my recent performance evaluation was exceptional and I got upwards of $1,500 as a bonus because my performance was so good. And this was my dream job, and it's just being taken away by an administration who doesn't care about science. It doesn't care about people who might be homeless with their dog now. They don't care about our species that we're trying to conserve. That's exactly what my job was doing. It was just to assess habitat conservation for species for a 55-year habitat conservation plan. We should all be so mad right now. We should all be crying like this because I'm just devastated.
I've been trying to wait on a moment to pull myself together to process what I'm feeling. And I was laid off from my job today. I can't say that I was surprised because we had a few people laid off on yesterday, and I knew in my spirit that it wasn't over. I knew that they weren't done. I was the last person that they laid off. I'm not necessarily crying because I lost my job, but it's, you build friendships, these people become family, and, it's normal, it's natural to worry about the unknown. And my family's already in a way financially where my husband and I have been doing the best that we can to provide not only their needs, but, their wants. And God has made that possible. And I know that this has to be a God thing. Even if it's not a good thing right now, it has to be a God thing. Because I have nothing else lined up. I have no other prospects. Before yesterday, I wasn't expecting to lose my job. I was making plans for this year concerning my job and my life, and I wasn't expecting to lose my job before yesterday. And I'm like, Lord, I know if my name came up that you have a plan for me and my family. So I don't know what that plan is, but I know my requirement is to stand. Even though I don't know the answers, I don't know what's going to happen, I have to stand. Stand on the word of God. Stand on.
Oh my God, this is so sad. This reminds me in 5 years ago. I can't forget this when I got layoffs. Oh my God, everything was coming to my life. My phone got stolen. I got sickness. But I'll be back on this testimony in the commentary. So you are welcome to this channel. If you are new here, my name is Vanessa. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being back. So in this episode, we are going to see how Americans, not all, some American citizens are struggling with layoffs. Life is slapping right and left without any readiness. Imagine having your dream job, providing everything, like you are living your better life, and this comes to you like an accident. You get a straight call from your boss or manager to tell you that you are no longer working with us. Imagine. This is so hard. This is so bad. So without taking much of your time, let's dive into the video. A credit belongs to all speakers you are going to see here. Kindly stay tuned and don't hesitate to tell us what you think in the comment section. I'll be back with my commentary.
Also stand on Philippians 4:12. And I have to know that God is still worthy to be praised, even in trouble. This is just a new way of trusting Him, because I don't have a job for the provisions. That's not to say I'm not going to look for something, but I'm putting my trust in God because this is out of my hands. And I don't know what our future is going to look like. I don't know. But what I am sure of is that God won't see us hungry, homeless, or go without. So y'all just pray for me. Pray for my family. And I'll keep y'all posted.
How are people affording life right now? How are people tackling this cost of living on the average American salary? I just watched a TikTok of a teacher who makes a teacher's salary. I don't know what state she's in, so I don't know how much she makes, but her 1-bedroom apartment is $2,000. And when she spends $2,000 on that 1-bedroom apartment, it doesn't even come with a washer and dryer. So she has to go pay an additional $2 every time she wants to use their washer and dryer. Okay, like, how does that leave her any extra money to spend? And then she said she had a $400 car payment, which some people were bashing her on that. But in today's economy with interest rates, that's really not that bad. And I'm sure she needs a dependable car. So you talk about teacher's salary, $2,000 in rent, $400 car payment. You got insurance, you got groceries, electricity. Like, I don't understand how people are affording life right now, and it really makes me sad for some people. You have people who are like her. She's single, she has her own salary, or families where it just works out best for them for the mother to stay home. And if the father is just making an average American salary, how are they affording life without going in a bunch of debt? This lady who's a teacher started crying because she said she realizes on her salary and where she lives, she will actually end up in more debt. Then, like, she will just continue to accrue more debt and more debt and more debt because her salary is not matching the cost of living. And what's sad is I've seen people be like, just spend less. Listen, guys, the cost of living is rising and our salaries are stagnant, okay? So there's not just spend less. That's not the problem here. The problem is the cost of living is outrageous, and minimum wage in some states is still $7.25. Teachers in some states are still paid a ridiculously low salary, even though their job is super important. I don't know what we can do about this, but I'm just going on a rant because it really, really pisses me off.
I just got laid off about an hour ago. I cried for a while, and I think the hardest part about it is I loved my job, I cared so much, but like knowing that you put your full effort towards something and then feeling like they decided it wasn't enough or it wasn't worth enough. Like right now I feel just very like not even undervalued, because I clearly am not valued, but like that all of my effort wasn't good enough, or it wasn't important, or it wasn't relevant. I got laid off today, and it just, I don't know, and LA is burning and their fires are everywhere, and I got laid off and I don't have a job. So like in perspective, it's not that big of a deal. There's other jobs, but it goes so much deeper than not having a job. So yeah, I don't know, I'm jobless.
Well, not how I wanted to start my 2025. I was just laid off. This is actually the first time I've ever been laid off, so I don't really know what to even do or how to process anything. I just dropped off my laptop. It sucks the most because I seriously was only at this company for 2 months. I literally got this job in October and loved every single second of it.
Unfortunately, the company was acquired and a lot of us were let go. Nothing you can do about it, but it definitely sucks. I have no idea what I want to do. I don't know if I want to even keep working for a company or what. I got my real estate license back in early October. I'm like, maybe I should just pursue that. But I also really liked the idea of having like a stable income with a job. I'm also getting married this year and have lots of expenses. So yeah, I still know it's going to be a great year. Like, I'm truly trying to be positive. I know everything happens for a reason, but yeah, I guess we'll see what happens.
Oh my god, this is so hard. And let's just leave layoffs. This reminds me something. I love this woman who just put his trust in God. I'm not here to preach, but I have some testimony in some years ago. I just saw God in different ways. Nobody's going to be there and take your responsibilities and pay all the bills, but I have seen the Almighty God. I have seen a hand of God that is invisible. Either you believe it or not, but I'm telling you what I have seen with my eyes. I remember in COVID-19, where nobody was attending his or her job, everything was cut, everybody was supposed to stay at home, and rent is still counting. If you have a debit, it still exists. Bank will not say, oh, people are not working, we are going to give them some period. No, messages were just coming, phew, 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 reminding you to pay each month, and yet you are not going to work. That's the first time in my life that I ate well. That's the first time that I got so many gifts. I didn't tell any friend of mine that I'm living that kind of life, but they just, I don't know how, just happened. I don't know how it came from their minds, and always calling me, how are you doing, Vanessa? Do you need some? Yeah, I do. Like, if I would like to support in this way. And I was like, oh God, this is you, not them. That's why I'm supporting that woman who said, I know God don't want to see us hungry, don't want to see us homeless. Yes, it's a yes. I'm telling you what I know. I remember something, guys. If you are in a bad situations, that's when everything bad is coming to your life. Let me tell you what I was going to tell you in the intro. That time I was laid off. That time, that's when like everything bad came to my life, and I was like, oh God, why me? If you know what I'm saying right now, when you are jobless, let me tell you, your best friend is God, but also your cell phone, because you're always chatting, you're always waiting for good news. Wherever you have just sent your documents, you are waiting for email, you are waiting. That's when my phone got stolen. And then I was just there like this, with no job, with no money, with no phone, and I was like, nobody's going to recognize what is going on in my life. But coming back to these speakers, I know what you are going through, guys. This is the moment that you feel like you don't want to see anybody, you don't want to feel anything, just only staying inside, crying, enjoying your favorite music, just cooling down, because this news, like, this is the bad news you receive, and you start having like your mind starting going around and around. You don't sleep till morning without any nap because of having that stress, always thinking about rent, always thinking about electric bills, always thinking about school fees if you have children, or if you are studying and paying for yourself. Our life is just bills, transport or fuel, everything always asks us money. So that's why I'm here to encourage you and tell you that you are not the first, you are not the last who got laid off, and this is just normal. Outside here, there are so many problems just related to, financially, and being laid off It's one part of normal life. Sorry, but I want to assure you that by the time I lost that job, when I got another job, my salary was tripled. It was tripled. That's when you see that God is wiping you so well. Like, all people who are around you, they are surprised, and you can't even believe what is happening because you've spent much time in bad situation, like in the darkness. You've lost hope, like everything is done, you are dead. But there is always chance. There is a reason that we are alive. We hope the best. Whatever the situation might be, I always believe that God is there for me, and there is a reason that I'm still alive. Many workers now perceive a lack of loyalty and respect from employers, prompting a need to adapt and protect themselves in an increasingly unstable job market. The emotional toll of layoffs is profound. A study revealed that nearly half of American employees experience layoff anxiety, with fears of a pending recession, workplace rumors, and recent layoffs contributing to this unease. Younger workers in particular report higher levels of anxiety and feelings of unpreparedness for potential job loss. In summary, the recent wave of layoffs has not only disrupted the livelihoods of many Americans, but has also fostered a climate of uncertainty and distrust in the workplace. As layoffs become more normalized, employees are increasingly concerned about job security and the erosion of traditional workplace royalties. So guys, this is gonna be the end of today's episode. I really appreciate your time, your attention to this episode. My God, I am just speechless. Stay blessed wherever you are. Don't forget to tell me what you think in the comment section. If you haven't yet subscribed, kindly subscribe and just leave a like to this video. See you in the next episode. Bye.